It is June 5th. The day is here. Welcome to your next 24 hours ahead. Today kicks off eclipse season. Surprising, unexpected, and sudden endings. A time between the eclipses, the 5th and the 21st, when the veil is thin, they say, between this world and the next. I'm a tarot reader who's having problems shuffling from Brooklyn, New York. Let's see if we can get this on the first take. I had a little more coffee, but I do these readings first thing in the morning. I haven't read the headlines yet. Let's see what energies are available to us. Best way to use the next 24 hours ahead. I'm going to stop right there. I did some shuffling prior to turning on the camera. We'll see what the collective can move forward in the best possible way today. Whoa. Really? Okay, I'm still going to keep rolling here. All right. Oh, look at that. My OCD is just going nuts. Here we go. Seven of Swords, the Thief. Page of Wands, the Messenger. The Hanged Man. A pause, the global pause. Nine of Swords. Anxiety, sleepless nights, worry. Three of Cups. This has been moving around the table for days. A celebration, camaraderie, support with like-minded people. The Page of Cups reversed. An emotional conversation or message that doesn't come. I literally woke up. Okay, that's my cat in the background. Eclipse season. He's totally nuts this morning. I literally woke up, I'm now realizing it, dreaming about the Two of Wands. And that's the scary part about being a tarot reader, is that you dream in tarot. Oh my God. I wanted to use the Rider-Waite deck, but something was like, no, use the Victorian Romantic Tarot. I was literally dreaming about this feather and this woman. I was dreaming about the Two of Wands. What the heck is that about? 10 of Pentacles. Lack of abundance. And the Devil upright. Constricted, feeling constricted, constrained. And the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm going to keep rolling. This energies, they just keep moving around. We do have some new appearances today, but the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands have been pretty consistent, but this is freaking me out a little bit. All right, do my best here. Give me just a moment. What in the world? What do we have here? Sorry, just looking at the spread. All right, we're going to start at the top. The Thief, the Seven of Swords. Someone who feels as though they are getting away with something. I've been kind of reading these cards at a macro for quite this whole week, I think. Living in New York City, it's kind of impossible not to. We're on this extended curfew. We're in the middle of crazy protests and COVID. But this may be just how it's playing out in your personal world today. Someone trying to get away, sneaky, the thief, underhanded means of accomplishing your goals, not to be trusted. The Page of Wands, information coming in. This looks like a crier, in the town hall. Wands are fire energy. This is a message about an action. When I'm reading for an individual, this can also tell me, there's a lot of actually written information, whether it be text or social media. Information, I would say social media these days, that is going to come through. And the Hanged Man. This has been for me the card of the global pause, right? This moment, in the most literal sense, it's a moment of waiting. We are neither. Actually, it kind of makes sense with the eclipse now that I think of it. We're neither fully, present in this world, and we are probably more present in the world of the spirit, in terms of indicates prayer and meditation, staying still, finding stillness, and the magical powers that come forward in that stillness. But with this first line, I would say there is someone in your world who is not to be trusted that you may hear from today. And the message from the cards is not to react. Stay in that space, even if it's uncomfortable. This is knowing that someone is underhanded, maybe trying to provoke you. Don't react. Next line, because it's very upsetting. 9 of Swords. This card is about anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, sorrow. And this card really shows what happens when we're in that state. We can't really see the world for what it is. We're just caught in our own self, our own sorrow, our own anguish. And we can't even see that we're teetering, on the edge of this cliff. This woman is sleepwalking. And she's just one foot in the wrong place, and that's the end. So the 9 of Swords specifically in this deck is encouraging you to open your eyes, get out of that state of worry. It's a useless emotion. Things are going to happen. You are not in control, P.S. Let go of that anxiety and that fear and open your eyes. 3 of Cups. You are surrounded with like-minded people. Whatever that means to you, this could be getting together with friends. This could be actual celebration. This is often seen as the card of marriage, though it doesn't really represent that in this deck unless it's a marriage party, possibly. But, triangulation, 3 people involved. And then another page. The Page of Cups, reversed. So the page upright, you can see that I think this woman is actually blind. Yeah, it looks like she's reading Braille. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. And what a saucy little guy. But so the Page of Cups are about emotional communication, right? I see this card often as an apology. But today it's not coming. We're not going to really be emotionally satisfied with the information that comes forward today. We actually may want to act based on the information that comes forward today. But the cards are clearly saying, don't. Stay in that discomfort. Release the worry, but stay in that moment of pause. Seek refuge in like-minded people. All right, what the heck is this about? Why did I dream about that feather? Okay, so here I'll share a little bit about myself. I went through a pretty significant transformation myself in 2014, actually. Specifically, the week of Ferguson. And when I started down that path of change, I kept finding feathers, right? Literally, I kept finding feathers everywhere. I found just in the strangest places. Some of them were really beautiful. I have a collection at this point. But it was, to me, and I had a lot of people around me telling me, don't beat yourself up. And if you do have to beat yourself up, use a feather. Like, don't, just be gentle with yourself. I guess that is what I have to say about this card. The Two of Wands is about initiation. We are revisiting plans. We've seen the Three of Wands come up over and over this week, but this is saying we're going back to the drawing board. We're going to have to rethink our strategy based on kind of the tactics that are being used, the deceit, the dishonesty. And we're going to have to maybe go back to the drawing board a little bit. And don't beat yourself up about that. Be gentle with yourself. Because the abundance is not coming in the way that we had hoped. Ten of Pentacles reverse is about abundance, however you define that. In this card, it's a marketplace. This guy has everything he needs to sell to the public. He looks quite content and happy with himself. He's not the richest guy in the world, but he really wants for nothing. That's feeling elusive today. We're not feeling that sense of accomplishment. But don't beat yourself up. Don't fall into that state of worry. It's a useless emotion. Hang with the crew. Because this devil energy is here, right? We're feeling confined, restricted, held back. I haven't read the headlines today. I don't know what happened overnight. But I'm really wondering if there was like a squash of the protests. This devil energy is speaking to kind of our lower vibrational self, where, we may want to turn to anger. We may want to numb out in whatever way you numb out, whether it be with alcohol, video games, food, whatever your poison is, you feel confined, restricted, unheard, and you may want to either act in ways that are not productive or just tune out. Because we're back to the bloody Two of Swords. We've made a decision. I think that much is clear on the macro and the micro at this point. But we keep going back and forth. It's like 1 step forward, 9 steps back. Two of Swords is about an impasse. This woman has her hands over her heart. This is a meaningful topic. Blue, all this blue is the throat chakra, right? The water, the crown. We want air. We want to speak our truth, but we don't know which way to go. This is saying no. We know what it is that we want to say. There's not an ambiguity in the way that we think and speak and feel, but there certainly is ambiguity in the messages around us. There's dishonesty. There's a message that may make us want to act in a certain way rather than feel. But the cards are saying hold still. Stay in the discomfort. Try to feel those feelings and not react in negative ways. Let go of the worry. Stick with like-minded people. And rebuild. If you have to beat yourself up, use a feather. I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful day. Know that you are loved, and I will talk to you soon.